You open your eyes, stretch, and think, today, I'll get moving. Maybe it's a walk around the block, some stretches, or even that routine you bookmarked online. You remind yourself, I'm doing this for my health. But here's the part most people don't realize. After 60, exercise doesn't land on the body the same way it once did. Your heart has carried you for decades. It's resilient, but also more delicate now. Movements that once felt energizing can quietly put extra strain on it. Not because you've lost strength, but because your body requires a wiser, more protective approach. That's why today, I want to shine a light on 5 popular exercises that could be quietly undermining your heart health. They don't look risky. In fact, you'll often see them praised as healthy. Yet, in the wrong body, at the wrong stage of life, they can turn into silent hazards. The good news? I won't just tell you what to avoid. I'll also walk you through safer alternatives that build strength, protect your heart, and leave you feeling steady, energized, and confident again. So if you believe in living fully, staying active, and honoring the heart that's gotten you this far, this video is for you. And before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Drop a 1 in the comments if you'd like more heart-focused health advice, and hit subscribe to join our Health Lab community. One of the hardest things I've seen as a heart doctor is this: older adults doing their best to stay active, yet unknowingly putting their heart at risk. It often starts innocently: a new workout class, a YouTube routine, or a trainer saying, push through it. But after 60, pushing too hard isn't strength, it's danger. High-intensity interval training, or HIIT, is a prime example. Bursts of intense effort with minimal rest. It's trendy, but also one of the riskiest exercise styles for seniors. Why? With age, arteries stiffen, the heart muscle thickens, and recovery slows. Research in the Journal of Gerontology, Medical Sciences shows older adults doing HIIT had sharper spikes in blood pressure and heart rate stress compared to those walking steadily. Picture it: fast squats for a minute, sprinting in place, then only seconds to rest. The heart never stabilizes. It's forced from 0 to maximum again and again, like slamming the gas pedal on an old car with worn brakes. Sooner or later, something fails. I recall a patient, Tom, 72, who copied his grandson's online HIIT videos. 2 weeks later, he came to me dizzy, breathless, with irregular rhythms and blood pressure surges he hadn't noticed. He thought it was just age. In reality, his heart was crying for help. The better path? Exercises that flow with your body: brisk walking, gentle swimming, Tai Chi. They may look mild, but they protect your heart powerfully. In fact, an American Heart Association study found seniors who walked moderately for 150 minutes weekly cut heart risks by 31%. You don't need punishment to stay strong. You need rhythm, balance, and respect for the heart that's carried you this far. Let's shift gears and talk about crunches and heavy lifting. You might think, I'm just keeping my muscles strong. But the wrong form or simply doing too much can quietly overload your heart. Each time you strain during a crunch or brace to lift a heavy weight, pressure inside your chest and abdomen spikes. That force doesn't stay put. It pushes upward, forcing your heart to work harder in seconds. Research published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology in 2018 showed that heavy resistance and isometric exercises can trigger sudden, dangerous rises in blood pressure, especially in older adults. In one case, a participant in his 60s saw his systolic pressure jump beyond 200 during a lifting session without feeling any warning signs. That's the real danger. You don't notice it, but your heart does. Especially if you already have stiff arteries, hidden plaque, or undiagnosed hypertension. Take Susan, 68. Determined to keep up with her granddaughter, she started copying crunches and weight routines at the gym. No trainer, no guidance. After just 3 weeks, she nearly fainted mid-rep. Pale and dizzy, she thought she was dehydrated. In truth, her blood pressure had spiked so high, she was lucky not to collapse. Her heart wasn't being strengthened, it was being strained. This isn't to scare you, it's to empower you. Muscle matters for independence as you age, but it has to be built wisely. Swap heavy dumbbells for resistance bands. Focus on slow, controlled motions. Never hold your breath while lifting, that alone can send pressure soaring. And if possible, seek guidance from a trainer who understands senior physiology and cardiac safety. Because strength isn't measured by the heaviest weight you can lift. True strength is living well, without injury, without strain, and without fear. Let's talk about something that feels harmless, even refreshing. A brisk morning walk in the cool air, or a light jog under the sun. Sounds healthy, right? Yet after 60, temperature shifts can quietly turn these routines into hidden heart risks. You may not notice it right away, but your heart does. As we age, our blood vessels lose flexibility. When it's cold, they constrict to conserve heat. But this also raises blood pressure. Research in the American Journal of Hypertension found that adults over 60 had significantly higher readings in winter, especially after morning exposure. That added strain lands directly on the heart. In the heat, the opposite happens. Blood vessels dilate, the heart pumps faster to move blood, and dehydration thickens it, making circulation harder. Suddenly, your heart is under double stress. One of my patients, Robert, 74, loved his daily walks at 1 p.m., the hottest part of the day. One July afternoon, he collapsed mid-route. His heart wasn't reacting to exercise, it was overwhelmed by heat stress. His blood pressure had dropped sharply while his pulse spiked. That crisis was avoidable. So, how do you stay safe? Timing and environment matter. Exercise in cooler hours, early mornings, or indoors with stable airflow. Hydrate before, during, and after activity, not just when thirsty. In winter, dress in layers so you can adjust as your body warms. And most importantly, listen to the early signals: unusual shortness of breath, dizziness, or sudden fatigue. You don't have to give up fresh air or morning walks. You simply need to move wisely, respecting how your heart responds to the seasons. Because even the most beautiful weather can become a silent enemy if you're not prepared. Fast-paced exercise has a special appeal, doesn't it? A burst of jumping jacks, a lively dance class, a little cardio, it feels like turning back the clock. But after 60, trying to match the speed of youth can quietly overwhelm your heart. I've seen it often. Older adults joining community classes or YouTube workouts, attempting burpees, step jumps, or sprints. On the outside, it looks energizing, but inside, balance, circulation, and the heart are under strain. Here's why. Aging slows reflexes, weakens balance, and stiffens arteries. Quick twists or hops demand instant responses, but the body can't always keep up. A study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity showed adults over 65 had delayed cardiovascular reactions to sudden movement, often leading to irregular rhythms, pressure spikes, or dizziness. Take Ellen, 70, who loves Zumba. Proud to keep pace with younger dancers, she stumbled during quick steps, not from clumsiness, but from a split-second delay in balance. She avoided injury, but her heart raced for over an hour. The solution isn't to stop, but to move smarter. Choose gentle, flowing activities. Tai Chi, water aerobics, stretching flows. These calm the heart, protect joints, and build strength in harmony. Most importantly, they preserve independence. Because real transformation doesn't come from one dramatic workout, but from safe, steady movement repeated every day. After a long day, the house grows quiet. Dinner's done. For many seniors, it feels like the perfect time to move a short walk. A few stretches, maybe light cardio before bed. It feels peaceful, even productive. But moving too late, even gently, can quietly rob your heart of one of its most vital healing windows. Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. And for your heart, especially after 60 deep, undisturbed sleep, is when real recovery happens. Exercise too close to bedtime, however, keeps your body alert longer than it should. A study in experimental physiology found that late workouts elevated nighttime heart rate and body temperature in older adults. While younger participants normalized within an hour, seniors' nervous systems stayed activated much longer, delaying the shift into deep, restorative sleep. Even light activity triggers the sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight mode. Heart rate rises, adrenaline lingers, circadian rhythms are disrupted. The result? Restless nights and reduced healing. Take Mr. Lee, a 69-year-old retired teacher. He thought evening walks would help him sleep, but instead, he woke at 3 a.m., mind racing, heart fluttering. Once he switched to late morning walks, his sleep and heart rhythm steadied. No medication, just better timing. Poor sleep isn't only about next-day grogginess. It's linked to high blood pressure, inflammation, insulin resistance, and irregular heartbeats. Your heart works all day. It needs the night to heal. Protect it by moving workouts to the morning or early afternoon. Evenings should be calm. Gentle stretches, deep breathing, quiet reflection. Let your body know the day is done. And as we close these 5 hidden habits, remember, aging doesn't mean giving up. It means choosing a wiser path. You've made it all the way here, and that says a lot about you. It means you're not just living day by day. You're investing in your future self. That's real courage. Maybe one of these habits sounded familiar, or maybe you've already spotted one small shift you're ready to try, and that's exactly the key. It's not about dramatic change. It's about simple, thoughtful steps repeated with consistency. Your heart has carried you through a lifetime. It doesn't demand perfection, just a little mindfulness, patience, and respect for the season you're in. So let go of the belief that harder is always better. Choose smarter, not faster. Move with intention, rest with purpose, and pay attention to the quiet signals your body gives you. If this video gave you a new perspective, share one change you'll start today in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Health Lab for more down-to-earth tips to help you stay strong, balanced, and full of energy. Take care. This journey is ours to walk together